Hello everybody, today I have a pretty interesting fixture to share with all of you. This I picked up a while back from Goodwill for $6. I still haven't even taken the sticker off of it yet, but I have wired it up to a box and a cord and everything, and it's ready to be demonstrated to all of you. So I'm still not entirely sure who makes this fixture. I saw someone's picture online that had a similar ID tag inside, and they thought it may have been Lithonia. I'm not entirely sure if that's right. I don't know because I can't find the thing. So maybe one of you out in the audience will identify the ID tag inside of this fixture and know, oh, it is such and such a brand. And that would be really cool to know. So this thing, if I remember correctly, is 50 watts metal halide. Pretty interesting. It's gray. It has a giant refractor assembly here, and you have your ballast compartment, which is incredibly small for what's inside of it. And then, of course, we have our mounting. It did not come with mounting hardware, and our box. So I'll discuss how I put all this together. So let's go ahead and just start with the top here. We'll take a look at it. You can see it's the same size as a standard duplex outdoor box here. I don't remember how many inches this way and this way one of these boxes are. We do have a rotating portion, so you can put this at whatever angle you'd like. This is not, this little set screw isn't screwed in all the way to keep it in one spot, so it does move at the moment. Of course, you have a bolt here, so you can put it at an angle, so you can mount this on the wall and then bend it downward to use as kind of a wall pack design. We have a bolt inside there, which goes to a special bracket I made to fit this box and the fixture itself. We have several layers of cheap electrical tape that I put together to make the best gasket I could. Thankfully, these boxes come with these little tabs, and I like easy mounting, so that works out even better. Of course, we have our cord here. We'll take a look at the fixture itself. Now, to get this cover off, we have some more little set screws that use an Allen wrench. So I have one all prepared here. All you have to do is put it in there and loosen these up. I don't remember how far out you have to take them. Oh, apparently that far. We'll do the other side here as well, instead of just doing one and then expecting everything to be happy. So let's take the cover off. There we go. The refractor is in really good shape. You can see a little bit of yellowing here, so that must have been the top, because none of the other sides actually have a yellowing as much as that one does. Very clean inside, so it was obviously used, but in an environment that wasn't very dirty. So here we have the info sticker. I've seen this sticker before, but I don't remember what brand made this ID sticker. So again, if anybody knows, please leave it in the comments section down below. Here we have, which I'd say is the original bulb because it's a Venture bulb. They usually come with brand new fixtures. 50 watts, universal, metal halide. You can see it has pretty high hours on it. It's actually not as dark as it looks like on camera. You can still see through it, but the camera makes it look completely dark. You can see the gray is a different color in the inside, probably from heat exposure from the bulb itself. The bulb is at an angle because when I open this up, you'll find out why. So let's go ahead and do that. I've removed the bulb for safety purposes, and we've taken out the two screws here. So let's go ahead and pop this off. Inside, we'll find our UL sticker and everything in a very cramped space. So we have some paper here. It's kind of a waxy paper, probably an insulator. We have a special made bracket to help push and keep the ballast in place. We have our igniter down there in the corner. It's kind of hard to see. Again, more of that paper. It loops all the way around the ballast. I've taken the ballast out. I have forgotten what brand it is. It's a little hard to get it in and out of here. So let me see if I can. It's an advance ballast. Try to turn it. There you go. I'm going to set it back down in its little home. Oop, it fell back down in there. Put this bracket back in here. Help keep it in place. There we go. And of course this just goes back on top to cram all of that stuff in a very small, I don't know, 4" by 4" by 4" cube. It is incredibly small in there, and I'm surprised everything fits as well as it does. It gets incredibly warm, I'm sure, and probably not the best for it, but here we are. I'll put these screws back into place. In doing so, I noticed this was made in 1997, so I believe when metal halide was becoming a bit bigger of a thing, or whatever. I think the 80s were high pressure sodium, and the 90s metal halide was starting to become a thing. Maybe wrong. I know some things, but I'm not confident in everything. We're getting it back together here. We'll put our bulb back into place. They had to put the bulb at an angle because there's no other space inside of there to inset the bulb any other way if they wanted to keep it as compact as this is. So I put the side with the yellowing, looks like it's this one, to the top of the bulb here. Super simple. And again, we just use our Allen wrench set here. Just put that back in. I don't tighten these all the way to the plastic refractor because I don't want to crack it in any way. So we just put them in until they're flush, and that works great. So I believe we will put this down at an angle, just like that. And we'll go ahead and get the cord all put together here and turn it on. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. And there it strikes. Beautiful. It's 50 watts, so it's not going to be the brightest thing in the world, but we will go ahead and see what it has to say on our meter here, our lux meter. Very nice mercury vapor color while this thing turns on. So we have our meter. I'll hold it kind of at an angle about 1 foot away from the refractor. Beautiful color at the moment. Right now we're getting about 120 on the lux meter. And we'll go ahead and let it warm up. Okay, I believe we're at full brightness as the meter has stabilized around 150 lux here. It's around that range, it's staying around there. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit so you can see the pattern that this makes. We'll move the camera over. Focus back on that refractor. Let's put our meter down. See if we can learn anything from it. Let's see, it says 1 at the moment because we are too close. There we go, now you can read something. So I'm going to hold this about a foot away from the fixture here. Say it's about a foot. And we have a reading around 900 lux. Of course, you'll have to convert that into lumens. And I'm going to hold it about a foot above it at an angle, or from the side rather. We're getting over 900 this time, close to 1,000. And if we do it at the same angle that we see the brightest spot, let me try to obtain that. See, that's right there. We're maxing it out, so we need to change it. If you do it at the brightest point, 1 foot away, close to 3,000. Then you see we move it back down to right below it, and you get your 900. So definitely where the brightest spot is where you're going to get your most light, obviously. Just extra information. So again, here is the 50-watt metal halide wall pack ceiling light. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to call this thing, but it's definitely unique in its own way. Also, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.